Periodical cicadas only come out in Georgia every 13 years. This is the part of the Great Southern Brood, Brood 19, and so we won't see this again until 2037. I'm an ecologist, and a lot of what ecologists do is not only try and understand all the interactions happening in ecosystems, but we try and put numbers on those. We try and quantify what's the biomass of cicadas that are coming out of the ground, where does that biomass go? How much of it goes into different predators, how much of it ends up back in the soil. And so we need to actually measure those things in order to put numbers on them and be able to understand the system better. Today we're at Lake Laurel Biological Field Station, and I am checking a bunch of cicada traps that I've had set out for a couple of weeks. And I've had two types of traps. One are emergence traps, where we are looking at when the cicadas are emerging from the ground, how many of them there are, which species, which sexes, that sort of thing. And then I have been recently setting out deadfall traps. And so these are to collect cicadas after they have died so that we can look at the difference between the nutrients when they've come out of the ground and when they've died. They're just an important part of the system. They interact with lots of different organisms. They are feeding on trees for the whole time that they're underground, and maybe a little bit of while they're above ground. They are also feeding lots of organisms. So one of the things we've been trying to track is who actually eats them. And everybody talks about, oh, everything eats them. Well, we're trying to actually put names on those, which species are eating them. And that's a lot of their strategy as well. The periodical cicadas come out in very large numbers, and all the predators go nuts and eat as many as they can. And then when the predators are all full, then there are still millions of cicadas left to reproduce.